Tommy 49 by Change Ho. Love, longevity, daddy. 18 September 2016. I see some reading in my future.
Oh.
The singularity is near when humans transcend biology. Startling in scope and bravado. A radical and optimistic view of the future course of human development by the best person I know at predicting the future of artificial intelligence.
Wow.
New York Times bestseller.
Yeah.
There's a lot of New York Times bestsellers.
Yes.
There are.
Yeah, that's what I was
There
thinking
are.
too. I feel like
Like every hour there's
Okay, very good
bestseller.
observation.
At the onset of the 21st century, humanity stands on the verge of the most transforming and thrilling period in its history. It will be an era in which the very nature of what it means to be human will be both enriched and challenged as our species breaks the shackles of its genetic legacy and achieves inconceivable heights of intelligence, material progress, and longevity. While the social and philosophical ramifications of these changes will be profound, and the threats they pose considerable, celebrated futurist Ray Kurzweil, pronouncing that correctly, presents a view of the coming age that is both a dramatic culmination of centuries of technological ingenuity and a genuinely inspiring vision of our ultimate destiny. Wow. This is going to be, we got nanotechnology, we got genetics, at the information of information biology, we've got a cerebral wiring pattern and fibers and neurons and Purkinje cells and wow. So this is pretty dense. I'm gonna be challenged.
Look at the inside cover, Tom, and read that.
Oh my goodness, there's more!
There's an inscription.
Happy birthday, Tom 49. It's time for the Tommy 50 party rev up, and the singularity is nearer. The time is now for something.
Interest and passions.
Interest and passion, mission and goals, vision, stating,
Strategy.
reorganizational structure, implementation plan for 100 and change. Love is my present for your future. The whole brain foundation, 6-element circle. Wow, thanks, Dad. Thank you.
That's it.
That is the guide that was written back in 2005 that really summarizes what I'm looking at, and he does a very fine job. I can't believe how smart he is, and his mother was a visual artist, his father was a musician, he was Jewish and Unitarian, and every field of invention and science and humanity, and he believes he's going to live forever. And he's set up hundreds of companies. The thing he's left out is all about reverse engineering humanity so that technology can solve the problems. And I'm taking the view that we're succeeding so greatly in reverse engineering humanity and creating technology that can't be stopped. It's growing exponentially, algorithmically, and amazingly. And we've reached a point of overabundance. We've got, it won't be long before we get 1 million emails a day in our inbox.
I feel like you get that one.
Yeah.
And that there'll be too much. We're overwhelmed and overloaded, and the time has come to change the one part of humanity that is susceptible, and that is not the genomic legacy that you just read about of the body or the brain. The only part that can be changed is the mind. And so I think that we now need to reverse engineer technology, now that we've gotten the essence of humanity inside of technology, and we can see clearly what what technology, how it reflects humanity. Now that we can use that as a mirror to define not a one-dimensional conceptual framework for the mind like the alphabet or the Arabic numerals, or a two-dimensional like Ned Herman's whole brain model, humanity of the of left and right and cerebral and limbic. But we can build a three-dimensional model that integrates creativity as the central human quality that goes from the back of the brain to the front of the brain, and therefore from the back of the mind to the front of the mind, and build in solid geometry a cube or a sphere or a waffle or any representation of the outside world, so that we have a way of thinking about our minds. And I'm busy on that research, doing the Whole Brain Foundation, setting up connections. I've got a Charlie 80 finale party on December 11th, 2016, to celebrate the end of my 80th year. Got a book going, got a couple websites going, started but not going really. Building a product, building a curriculum, building a platform, building the standards that can interface humanity with technology. And now I'm working on great proposals, and I'm a registrant for the 100 and change MacArthur $100 million prize. My proposal is due October 3rd at 11 a.m. and I'm busy writing a $100 million proposal. And I think that the proposal will win even if it loses. So happy
it's
birthday!
already won.
And that's what I wanted to tell you about.
It's already won. Well, thank you, Bob. Thank you very, very much. There's a lot to figure out in this world.
I'd like to hold on to the book for a few more days, because I've ordered one for you, for me, because I'm using it to help write my thing.
Absolutely, absolutely. All right. Well, thank you, Dad, and I'm looking forward to getting into it.
Okay.
All right.